Hello, Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. Alright, I had quite a few people asking, wanting me to do a how to shape your cowboy hat or your felt hat. So I thought I'd go over that and do that this evening. So I got this old, this is a rough one. It's kind of an odd hat that I actually picked up. We dealt in hats for years, so man, I'm a hat junkie, so any fairly good quality hat I'll pick up. This one's 7 3/8, so it's too dang small for me. So anyway, as you can see, man, it is completely whacked out of shape. I went ahead and a lot of times I'll just do a tea kettle on a fire or on the stove or something like that, but for this we decided to do it like this.
Do you want me to take that lid?
Oh, yeah.
If you'll set it down, I'll grab it.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Man, you can spoon out. So you got your water boiling. What I do, you do this. I was actually taught by a couple of different people. So okay, so you got the steam going. You can see it on the camera.
Okay.
So the first thing you do is just start steaming the heck out of it. And something I could have actually put down here that an old gal, there used to be a Lloyd's Country Store. They had a store in Boise and in Nampa, and an old gal in there was the one that she showed me the first time. You know, and I'd go in there quite a bit, but that's where about the black hat that Katie Jo's got now, and she used to use a spray bottle, you know, and just lightly mist it.
With water?
Yeah, and that's what I probably should have done. It would speed the video up. But most of the time I don't even do it. So you can see I'm just kind of working it, man, and it'll start getting more limber all the time. It's hot, obviously. You don't want to hold your hands too much right over the thing. The other thing you can do is remove the thing and just let it sit there for a minute.
Then you'd have your hands free to do something else.
Yeah, so maybe while we're doing that, then I'll show some of this other. I figure I might as well throw some other goodies out there too. Amazing. So we'll go over. I'll keep checking. Let me check this. See, actually, man, you can start. See how I pop the top out, man? You'll feel it. You do it, and then like these creases. And one thing I should have brought is I've got a plastic mannequin head that I'll use, but you can use anything round, you know, that it's a solid round thing to get like the creases and stuff out. Where is that thing?
It's right over there on the ironing board.
Grab it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let this steam for a minute.
Okay.
It's going pretty fast now.
Okay.
Ooh, man, I guess we'll just stick with this for now.
Okay.
So see how you can, how you can see that on camera?
Yeah.
The creases?
Yeah, looks good.
See, so you can do whatever style you want, man. There's a lot of different hat styles. I'm going to go ahead and start doing the rim here. This hat, and I think originally was like a brown or a tan. And then I actually stuck it in the window of the, it needs to be dyed. Well, look at the undercover. Actually, it was kind of a tan.
Yeah.
But man, now this almost got a green hue to it. When I first seen it out there, I thought, man, it looks like a Forest Service hat. But
so that brown stripe is where the band was or something, huh?
oh yeah, that's where I tore that off. Because I was actually going to rip the insides of it out here and see if I could cram it on my head before I got the first white one that I ended up selling to Albert. One of the viewers ended up buying that, and it was the, you know, the round top, which is the minor style. Because all of them, you got all these different names. We actually had, man, I've dealt in hats for forever at swap meets, flea markets, all that. We actually used to order in, from Mexico, used to order in palm hats, palm leaf. And now palm leaf, to do it, you, we used to always carry a big wash tub. And fill it up with water, and we'd shape them however anybody wanted them, you know. Like I'll show you here in a minute. I'll show you the Montana style. It takes a little bit to do this. So I guess I might as well just let her steam. Just sit here and enjoy. I guess we'll show it, man. I might as well show. I did these three. At the end of this, I'm going to show some of this other, but I did these 3 nail spike knives. This one's a 16 penny nail, and then you can see the different sizes. This one, man, is just this amazing big head on it. Spike knife, you can see how big it is, man. Sharper than the mother. And that one will be out for sale. This one I actually made for a friend of mine. And then this little 16 penny nail. So those will be on the eBay later, or actually by the time this video goes on, they'll be on. So they'll be on there. And then I got another order for another spike knife, so I'm going to be firing up the forge either tomorrow or the next day. So if you want a railroad spike knife, get your order in, man. I'll be doing it, and I actually might get to do it without it snowing because it's not supposed to snow much more this week. So okay, so you got the steam. Now like a Montana style. Montana style is the one you see. You may have never known it was actually called the Montana style. And you just kind of shape it. Get your creases and stuff. Right, you know, get them all even and all that. So there's a Montana style.
Okay.
You know, if you wanted to go with like I mean, you can play with whatever you want, man. And especially on this pan action, it's kind of nice. But like my all-time favorite movie and the old Mountain Man style. I think they call it chimney top or something. You know, this is the style like Jeremiah Johnson, Robert Redford wore in that movie. So you can do that style. You can do the old traditional little practice, man. You get pretty darn good at it. Like I said, man, we did those palms. I got to where, man, and I used to know all the names. I know most of them, but not all of them. Excuse me. So there's the old, there's a Western, I think that's called the Cattleman style. See, now these are getting more limber. So then, so you get these. One of the things, man, you can kind of flip them. This one's way out of whack. So, you know, if you want the turned up cowboy hat style, you just get it all limber. This one's giving me fits, man, right there. Anything, man, like I said, and you can also put this back on. This just directs it and puts it more in one spot. Like I was saying, the gal that showed me, I've actually had a few different people show me over the years. But man, at like Lloyd's Country Store, you know, they have the steamer, man. They step on the foot power, and the steam just barrels out of there a lot faster and stuff than this. But you also have to pay for them to do it. And then the thing about, well, I'll share that in a minute. But anyway, the thing about keeping the shape once you get it, you know, it's funny because they had, I can't remember if it was an aerosol or not, but they had the no keep shape, or I can't remember what the heck the stuff was called for keeping the, you know, the shape after you get what you want, and keeping the I'm a big fan of the look at that, man. I could go with the gangster style. But anyway, so after you get the whole thing shaped, man, whether you want it flipped up, old cowboy style, and don't be you ain't gonna hurt. That looks like old Hoss. That's what that looks like. It's Hoss style. So once you get, and you just keep working it, man, keep the steam on it, keep it limber. Like I said, you can use the spray bottle. So say then you get your, you know, get the style you want, and see, man, you can do the, bend them down, and get your, get your look you're looking for there. I've always kind of liked this kitty don't really like it on me, but I've always liked I'd rather call it Idaho style, but old Montana style, I like Montana.
That big brown one up there is a Montana style.
Oh, the big one up there?
Yeah.
That one I should be shaping, so I should. So yeah, I mean, so just, man, you can play with it. You can do everything from, you know, if you steam up the brim real good, man, you can do the little finger roll around, you know, where the whole thing turns up like you see in the movies. I'm just doing it basic, not really going to keep a shape for this thing. I mean, unless somebody out there is size 7 3/8, man, somebody wants to buy this hat, man, I'll let you have this one for cheap. I'll even shape it to if you want it Montana style or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, just send us an email if you want this. I'm not going to put it on eBay or anything. Or if you want the old trapple style or whatever. But, man, $10. $10 plus shipping, man, it's yours. But, anyway, get that brim all steamed up. So, okay, so now man, we'll do this I'll be sitting there all night long doing this hat. So, say you got your shape, you know, whatever. Man, you want to look like Hoss, you want to look like, you know, whatever, man, Billy the Kid. Okay, so you got the shape. Actually, that looks pretty dang nice. So you got the shape you want, and I'm not going to actually spray it, but that old gal, like I said, they had the spray bottle, and then they had a bottle of Stay Shape or something. It was some name stuff that they'd spray on it. And, you know, we're in the store, and she just works there, and she says, she leans over and whispers, she's like, you can use Aquanet hairspray. So I was like, sweet. So you go down and buy yourself a 99-cent thing of Aquanet hot hairspray, which at our local market up the road there, they didn't have no Aquanet. So I picked up this Rave stuff, but mainly it's the alcohol. You want the high alcohol content. So you get your shape, man, that you want, and then don't be shy, man, and just spray. You know, man, just hairspray that mother down real good, all over it, like that, and then set it up on somewhere where it's not gonna affect the shape or anything when you set it down, and let it sit there and just let it dry, and that's how you shape a cowboy hat.
Back of a couch works really good.
Yeah, back of the couch works really good, especially if you've got yours down, you know, like, man, that I do mine and stuff, but that's how you shape a cowboy hat. So there's that. Anything else I should say about that, Miss Kitty?
No, I think you did good.
I did?
You did good.
Alright! So, alright, so we'll put that over there. And then we'll go over, I figured, might as well show, show some of my goods and my treasures that I've just dug out and picked up and stuff like that, because it keeps a jingle in my jangle, you know, so that's always a good thing. Keep Miss Kitty fed and happy. So, anyway, this thing is just amazing. It's actually a Kevy D find. Look at that real close, man. It's quality made. This is actually made out of an old ivory piano key, which is kind of, and then they put this just beautiful scrimshaw seal face on there, and it's signed right there. We've tried to make it out exactly, but our eyes ain't so great around here anymore. But it's a little money clip blast, man. I mean, it is just quality made. That was a Kevy D find. He actually found that in an estate sale. So there's that. Got this old, my grandpa, these things always mean a lot to me. And me and Kevin, I got more of these for my own collection. I got some tin types and a couple of the cardboard ones. This is actually a cardboard Bose Silfast auto fuses. And my grandpa was actually the Bose man. That's what he was known around Idaho. And he was the first Bose man in, well, I guess it would be southwestern Idaho. And then he ran, and that's how we ended up in McCall and stuff like that. So he had the route from McCall, and he'd go around New Meadows, Council, all that. And what Bose Silfast, man, he dealt in Purelator, air filters, oil filters, all that stuff. But anyways, I got this old, I sit there and talk about my grandpa all night long. So the little Bose deal with brand new, full of the original fuses in there. And this, I'd say this is probably from the 1950s. Got that. Got this, can't even read the stuff. This is actually silver. It's the brass container is just awesome. This is actually another Kevy D. Kevy D likes to score this stuff and let me pedal it for him.
It'll spool up a bit so you can kind of
But it's actually silver. It's roll silver. Real silver. And then what's that?
Hand it to me,
I was going to put my dang glasses. Read it out loud.
Well, E.C. Atkins and Company, silver soldered.
So, yeah, so silver solder. And then this awesome little brass. I just love this thing, man. It's so cool. So cool. That, and then this little hand carved. We like to say he's a little mushroom hunter. You see a little basket of mushrooms right there, man. A little bearded dude.
Did you carve that?
With a hat? I didn't carve this.
Okay.
No, this
Just
is.
sure.
Did I, Miss Kitty?
No.
Not this piece. But this is a nice little hand carved. You remember we got that? I got that from my old buddy, but picked it up somewhere, man. But man, they did a great. You look at the man. You can get in on his face, man. I mean, you can just. It actually looks like. It reminds me of Mark, our friend Mark. It looks like him. And then we got this. I can't remember if she painted. I think it was a gal over in Donley painted this some years ago or whatever, and we ended up doing some trading for that. But look at that Idaho scene on there. How well you can see that on camera. Little spoon with that. Got that, and then we got this old egg timer, glass, real glass. It's an oldie from Moscow, Idaho. And it's in the old pine bark. Kind of a cool little timer. I'm actually surprised Miss Kitty hasn't snagged that. But you better buy this before Miss Kitty's cookhouse is done, or it won't be going nowhere.
Exactly.
So I thought I'd just share a few things like that. Like I said, got to plug my, that's how I make part of my living, so I always got to plug it. So, man, the links are down below. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And like I said, if you want a railroad spike knife or something, I actually had made another liver eater when I was forging. Last was it yesterday? Anyway, last time I was forging, I did a liver eater and something else when I did those railroad spike knives, and had a guy, thank you very much, he ended up buying the liver. Huh? Terry, yes, thank you, Terry. Terry ended up buying the liver eater and Raven Beak before I ever got the liver eater even out there on the internet. So I'll do another liver eater tomorrow and another. Are you rolling me on?
I'm telling you, we're going to run out of space.
So Miss Kitty was rolling me on, telling me I was gabbing too long and my camera cut out. So I guess she was right. But anyway, so I had finished, before the camera quit, I was saying I'm going to make another liver eater, and we'll pound out a couple other knives, and I'll be firing up the forge. I wanted to give a shout out to a new friend of mine, Bobby Sprinkle. So thanks, Bobby. He gave me a couple shout outs, and he's a good guy. He's just getting his channel really rolling, man. So check out Bobby Sprinkle. I wanted to thank Donna and Brian. Sent me up a little care package of goodies. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And the other thing I was going to say to Bobby or any of you out there that are doing the YouTube thing, Bob's addressed it on his videos too, is the haters and the trolls. Man, at first, it gets to you is just getting rolling. But the longer you go on, man, just the best thing, Bob, he gets on there and he tells them off all the time, and I just found that just eggs them on, giving them what they want, man. So what I do is I go to their page, and of course I used to go to their page and leave a few nasty notes, but now, with Miss Kitty's help, I just go to their page and I just block them and ignore them and just don't let them get to you. And no matter, there's a lot of jerks in this world, so just ignore them all. But keep at it, brother, man, 'cause that's awesome. And anything else, Miss Kitty? All right, so check out the like and subscribe, and check out the links at the bottom here. And Miss Kitty's smiling behind the camera. Shut up, she said. Cheers.